I kind of like got by the center, and there was a lady named Maisie Hall.
Maisie B. Hall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was running, but she got old, and they would have the center open maybe once. As she got old, couldn't I pretty good stuck to running about once or twice a week. Kids are still in the streets, staying on the corners, you know, and they had nothing to do. And you know, the corners are getting mischief and all that.
Yeah.
So I decided to come along and I'm gonna try to open this place, and I opened it up. But y'all got mad. But see, people break into stuff when it's closed.
Yeah.
So when I got in charge of it, I started cleaning the place up. Make sure the doors, windows and stuff secure. And then I had the kids, I said, this is your center now, and I want you guys up here breaking in here, stealing stuff, all that. So I got pacing down, plus I ran the ball team, so they had something for each to do. I ran the entertainment. So you have DJs now, I have dance. That's because when I'm out, when I was young, I started dancing. We had like record hop, like bandstand. We have them all around the area, all over. I used to go to them when I was dancing. Then I decided to meet different groups, the bands. And I met the bands, which they won't charge me $300-400. For me, charge me $100 or $65 instead of charging the regular price. So every Friday and Saturday for the young kids.
What, in that little like park that's on the top, like actually by Mount Pleasant Street?
That's what?
Do you know that like park that's got like next to the water retention or whatever that place is?
Yeah, actually,
is that where this
when they knocked it down, see, that's what history of. When they had the center, it was the best center around. Everybody came to the center because we had everything for you. We had fashion shows. So when I started, I get the kids from different neighborhoods because they didn't have no bands. They like bands, but I can get them cheaper. And I had everything. Plus, I had everything they wanted. You want shuffleboard, want to learn to read and write. I had a tutor come in on Saturdays.
That's awesome.
For kids who couldn't read and write. The kids won't tell you that. They're embarrassed. You don't embarrass a kid. Right? A lot of times I work with them. I tell them, nobody gonna know. Just tell me because I can tell where you talking about. So what I'm gonna do, I have a tutor come in Saturday. You come there Saturday. We'll go all the way in the back in books and they teach you. All right, so the kids will know, and that's how you learn.
Do you help Kevin with the Kids First Now program?
Yeah, he on and off. But Kevin used to work for me. I take him around when I was running the center. The time they give you some money is a month. What if somebody door breaking? Who's gonna, where I'm gonna get the money from? So what I did was take him around and get people to help me if I need something for the center. I didn't deal with money. If I need it, they will get it. And one of the person who was good to me was the Armor YMCA. I'm telling them, running the center now, kids off the street, they come and see the program, and whatever I need, the YMCA will get. Because they get the kids swimming for nothing. Down the YMCA. All we do is get them there.
That's cool.
Did.
Awesome.
So it just helped a lot of kids get off the street, more or less off the street, because the center was, it was well kept. It was a brick building, and they had the bathrooms and everything else, and the cement floor, which when I took over, I would do the floors.
Well, they clean them and
walk on cement on them. You get dust every time you come. Your shoes are like you dust all over the place. So I'll seal the floors, and everything I get, I'll put in the center. And I worked with Sears. I was a manager in Sears, and I get money discounts, and I put a pool table in the center.
That's awesome.
And then if they want to play basketball, I put an indoor basketball so them guys can play basketball. The olders like to play shuffleboard, checkers. I played for my grandma. I could teach you how to play checkers. They had stuff for everybody. You want to play volleyball, outdoor volleyball. Right where that building was, we put a net up there and they could play. That's how they worked it out.
That's cool.
And we had all softball games. In football, they came from Coatesville, Westchester, and the teams were good. So that's your entertainment. Just like you go down Philly, fast pitch was back then. We didn't play too much hardball. It was on the other side. Fast pitch, and then had teams that played against us and would come down the field, which once more sell the hot dogs and all that, and just make money to keep the center.
It's a great way to just bring everyone together and have some fun,
they would come out and you know, and they take it to the field. So you're just seeing the center before they knock it down. That's what happens when you know, keep it open.
So do you go to Mount Pleasant often still? Do you go a couple times?
Not like using. They was changed. People died out.
Yeah.
Mount Pleasant was a landmark. My Uncle White Bird, he had a diner, and people didn't know that. My cousin Sandy Bird now has his own business. That's the house was built. There used to have been a diner there, and when people come to your town, they always looking for, you know, girls or entertainment. And we had all the entertainment out of Baltimore, anything you want. They came to Mount Pleasant.
How are things? I mean, you said that people died and people move out. What all else has changed? In the community.
Well, it's like half now. When we in the community, we have whites in our community too. Not as many because there's so many people. Look like my whole, believe it or not, maybe 5 or 6, maybe 10 generations in Mount Pleasant. They all family related. The Stromans, the Fells,
Birds.
Wells. We're all related. So people can't believe that many families. That's where we were.
Yeah.
And we were pretty knit family. We got around. We had a lot of athletes that made Conestoga history because any one of them got to be in the Hall of Fame. Now, my son right now, he just originally got in the Hall of Fame. But a lot of great athletes came from Mount Pleasant, went all the way to college, and they leave the neighborhood. But now it's like
changing up. People are leaving. New families are coming in. Like, I know there's like a couple college kids that live there now.
Yeah, see, what they do, they open it up because you can get a nice place. The realtors make money in a cheaper place where they had money to get it, and then if a college kid come in, 1 or 2 sign that contract, and maybe 5 that live there.
Yeah.
But that's the way it is.
How do you feel about all the college kids living there? Because because we talked to Barbara Bird, and she said that like occasionally there's problems with them, like speeding in the streets and having parties.
What they did, and after there's nobody policing like Mount Pleasant. We always took you to, we had problems with people coming in there want to fight on Norristown, Coachville.
Really?
We had family. We had family had men, so we just took care of our own. Mm-hmm. We didn't need the cops. We took care of our own self, and they really didn't get out of hand. And people knew that when they come to Mount Pleasant because everybody pretty much are raised on how to box and fight. That's where they're raised. But man, you don't have to anymore. They're old. And I hear all these stories about they got night and drunk. Because I had an incident where I came out Barbara Bird's house. And,
we've been there. She took us on a little tour through there.
She's a good person in the church like me. When I came out of her house, her daughter was giving me a ride to Berlin. And the kids next door, right, they should come out the street. I'm coming down the step and you already got a car. I said, "What's happening, bro?" I'm talking to you. I said, "You ain't talking to me. You're a bro. He's married because he's drinking now." I told him,
was this at nighttime?
Just about night. And I said, I told my cousin, now, I'm going to give you respect. I can handle this, but I don't want you be getting upset. I just going to keep on walking.
It's not saying anything.
Then he said it twice to make him like a joke. He didn't even know how old he was. But then, this is the problem they have. They can't maintain that. There's nothing wrong. They don't understand. The black and white lived in Mount Pleasant, but the group they're getting now, and nobody's going to police them. They're out in the streets late at night making all noise and.
Yeah, I heard that like speeding's a big problem there too because of all the kids that are always playing in the streets and everything.
Is what?
Speeding, like cars speeding by.
Yeah, and they do speed. But like we used to do the same thing. We'd be on the porch. You fly up that street and find out you're tagging them, and you ain't coming back again.
Oh no, and it's usually like one way, so like you're gonna have to see them on your way out. Like
I
don't know.
It's just like now that's why the kids growing up now. They what else are they gonna go? They go in the streets. They walk up the street. That is you're not gonna.
Yeah, there's no sidewalks. So. Yeah.
So they try to talk with the township, but all the people who work the township work with me. Even when I have dances, when I have problems, I got maybe sometimes goes to 100 people. I can't police my 100 people inside, but I work with the township. I send a cop car down when I open it up for a dance. and I want one down when I close up. That kept down the people see a cop car, they ain't gonna ready to fight, everybody ready on the head. So I had to work for the township, and we didn't have too many fights. One or two, I don't care, but if, before it's fights every week.
Really?
Get out.
Just Mount Pleasant people fighting one another, or?
No, that when you get people coming in. Back then,
from
they had these
other.
people coming in groups.
Gotcha. From outsiders, kind of.
Yeah, outside.
It's like friends of friends.
Pretty much, they got along, but you have outsiders, and they throw that, and then that cut it down 90%, I'd say, because when I went to these meetings, Norristown, they fight all the time. When I come up, they want to know how I keep the fights down. Simple. I had the township come there, and then I have people actually that I paid younger. They walk around inside.
Kind of like bouncers.
Don't wait for nobody to fight. If they cuss at somebody, the chances are they're gonna fight. Let me know, and I'll put them out before.
What's making them fight? Was there alcohol involved, or just?
No, they come down women.
Yeah.
Mount Pleasant has some sharp girls, and like in school, the youngs come up, the middle age come up. My family got a lot of women. Most of the families a lot of women, and they come dressed and they come to have a nice time. Guys come looking for women, and if you don't act right, women talk. Especially if they got boyfriend tone on, and then you got the argument. Yeah. But more or less, we when I took over, we washed that. I remember we used to come, we only had a few, but once more, most people that came to the center were Mount Pleasant. But then when I took over, it started, a few fights, and I nipped that in the bud right quick. So therefore, we didn't have that problem. Where they're making it bad for the township, keep coming down there. In the car loads and trying to break up fights, so we nipped that. So it worked out pretty good. See, you had to work with the township. We could fight and win it, but I didn't want this to be in a nuisance place. Yeah. Make it so people want to come there, because people got the kids scared, and they ask where you want them, down Mount Pleasant. Then reading the paper they had a fight. See, watch that out. Yeah. 90%.
Okay.
What's your favorite did you have any family traditions when you were in Mount Pleasant, or what's your favorite memories when you were living there?
Most of our family can cook. They're all cooks.
Yeah.
And we barbecue.
Yeah. Barbara mentioned about how they would have community barbecues and
community barbecues. Everybody did barbecue. You don't barbecue. You don't want this barbecue next door, and everybody barbecue. That's what's the thing in Mount Pleasant. We didn't have to go to these bars or something. We go right there in the yard and music and barbecue. And that's one of our biggest families that maybe every Friday, Saturday, summer, one of us will barbecue. And of course,
Yeah, it's fun. Bring everyone together. It's cheap,
Some of these barbecues, they want money and want you to bring this out. We don't do that. We're a bigger family. We just buy it. You come enjoy yourself.
Yeah, that's
barbecue
great.
was the biggest thing. And they came from all over for the barbecue. Even on the center coast now, if you have a barbecue and you come, you're welcome. But they cut it down now because it's not like it used before.
Yeah. Then, living in Mount Pleasant and just kind of the way you live. Was religion a big influence in your life?
Yeah, because there's a lot of people back in Mount Pleasant. Your kid act up or something. Yeah. If you're a neighbor or something, you snatch that kid up, send him home, and smack him in the head. They don't care because they're gonna get whooped when they get home too. Yeah. See, it was like close knit that way. You smack somebody's kid, you got a problem. You ain't been smacking nobody's kid anyway. But some people, they do that, and then now you got to fight the whole parent. Then now you got a problem with that. So we try to keep them all family-wise. You can go visit someone in your house. Yeah. You knock on the door. Come on in, sit in your yard or something like that. Yeah. I enjoy that because of influence. Because when you go to a house, it ain't something that you don't like. Everybody can cook. You don't have to know how they do it, but they can all cook. I mean, real good food.
Who was the most important or biggest influence in your life? To kind of how you kind of grew up and was raised.
How what?
Who influenced your life the most with how you grew up and was raised?
Let me see. Tough one because a lot of people are right, but I can tell you one of the athletes, his name Ronnie Holiday. He was an influence. He could play all sports, right? Basketball, whatever thing. He could run like a rabbit too. and I used to watch him playing. He always carried himself accordingly, playing football. He's not that guy that brags, talking how many touchdowns he was.
Yeah.
And,
Kind of let us play and do the talking.
yeah, I like talking to him because I learned when I get up that school has different winning. Conestoga is winning school for years, right? And they grew up, most of them coming from Mount Pleasant. And then when you come up there, they want you to keep it going. So you can't be no hothead or jump up there and try to brag. I don't like people that brag. I like people just tell it like it is and then influence you to do it. That's why I became coach. I would never brag. I would never brag. I would tell the kids, stop that jump up there. I find out stuff like that with that TO and all that. You see what happened to him? I said, they gonna get him. You're gonna bust him up or gonna send him out. See what happens when you do that? Iverson, see what happens?
Yeah.
You can't do that. But he was the most infant around now. And then I learned by going to games. Conestoga had a lot of night games.
Yeah.
And you come at night after work, you're going to see a good football team. They were really good to see him. Now him, I really got to know and respect. He could be talking to anybody important. If I walk by and see him, I'll talk to you later. No, come over here and read. So he's a big. I tell you one day I had to influence Kevin because Kevin, my cousin. Because everybody want to know, how do you get this many cousins? But they're all. I took a tour from Sears where I worked and showed them the family. You can't believe how many family. I said, yep, I'm telling you, that place, that house, go to the next one, go all the way around. They took them there. You see, he really does. But then Kevin, Kevin's in the street and bad. I talked to him a couple of times. You don't talk to him once. When they're in the streets, you gotta get to them so they come out of the street. Like an alcoholic drinks Monday to Sunday, right? If you can get them cut down a little bit, eventually they ease up. But then Kevin was good because I taught him to stop all that arguing and stuff and hanging in the streets and drinking and doing whatever you do. I said, let me get you a center, right? You can help me. We clean up the center. Gonna have stuff for you to do in the center. You don't have to run up and down the street. And eventually, he came out. Like you see, they didn't like him for a while. Family man like him because he's hanging for the chapel with kids. When you're out there doing all that stuff, you can't be dealing with kids. That's the first thing I told him. And later on, he started coming along. He did it on his own. Like going to church and coming along. But he was spoken.
It's great that you can influence them. I mean, that's awesome that you can influence them to, improve.
So I get along because of people like Kevin would tell it. He'd tell you the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. And when he's talking about something, I said, don't get hype or something, just tell it like it is. That's why he worked with Major Hall after I stepped down. And he worked people. Now he's trying to get Mount Pleasant having these different fairs for the kids, working at chapel to the kids with them computers. I ain't dealing with computers now, I can't help him. But he get them kids, and kids are smart. You gotta have somebody, don't be howling, fussing. You gotta have somebody tell you over and over. That's what he did to him. And he would tell a story, and he's really the ones that listen. And then he became a good. Now he's doing the same thing I'm going. He's going around. He knows the people down Villanova College. He knows the nuns and everybody. When we go down there, he took me down there one time. I was lunch, which was free. They give the Villanova jerseys around, and when Kevin came in, they tell you to take some in jersey, but they don't want nothing left over. So what he do to Kevin? He come in there, one of the guys, Kevin, come here, here, take that little box. The boxes might be 24 jerseys in it, maybe 48. Here, Kevin, take the whole thing. And Kevin was giving out to the kids.
That's cool.
I know when we took when Barbara gave us the tour, she pretty much she almost knew, whether a certain house was like a college or a family, but she knew, mostly everyone that lives in the community. Are you kind of like the same? Can you pretty much, do you have a connection with everyone there?
Well, when I was coming up, I went to everybody's house. I just did that, because I was in the sports or something, somebody have a barbecue. Then I go to church with half the people. We had Second Baptist Church in Wayne. I remember in Mount Pleasant First Baptist Church. I used to go to that one, now I go to First Baptist. And you kind of like the church people, because remember my dad had raised 9 of us, and he would take the car sometimes hard to get over there at Second Baptist in Wayne.
Yeah.
We had to walk.
Yeah.
We did, but then the people in Mount Pleasant going to that church would leave a little earlier, and maybe I had to pick some of us up, take us there, and then someone else might come back and we go back. That's how we did. And that's why we get pretty much get along. Then my mom would make the food, and she make the cake. She was one of the best cooks on the whole man. She would make different things and bake. She'd give it to you. She would tell me and my older brother, 2 older brothers, take this to what's the name's house.
Yeah.
And back there, I said, "No, I'm gonna sell this." And she said, "Take it at house."
Like, I want to eat this one.
Yeah, I mean, and she would do that, and that's how you get along.
Yeah.
Working family. I mean, we had a little rough family, man, because you know the rich are always rough. That's why I had started at Sears washing dishes. Then I became a sales manager and a shop foreman, ran a restaurant, because I started at the bottom and I went to the training program Sears had. But I gave back how I learned. I gave people jobs. I went around there, kids on the street. I said, you want to wash dishes? You ain't doing nothing else. You're trying to look for a job and make $100,000. You kidding me? You ain't gonna do it. Get you something, start off, make a little money. Now you got a little spending change. Then you go from that way.
Yeah.
See, because
Gotta start somewhere.
You got to. First, my dad won't let you. You in the house? 9. You ain't sitting at that table telling me you ain't working. They give you something to do, and that means that you get on school's cool. And you got to work in the yard to do something. Then they'll give you odd jobs to do. And that's how that's how you learn and bring it to your family.
So you feel like Mount Pleasant like always had that like strong sense of community. Like you could always rely on someone else to kind of like help you out when you needed it.
Yeah, there's plenty of people you can go to.
Yeah.
You have money, because me and my brother got in a fight up there skating rink. We need my uncle. Because where they going to, I was going to sue us, and all type of guys got hurt. But he started my brother in the service, 4-year Vietnam.
Yeah.
And the guys went to Norris and Coatesville. They come down right here in Berlin from the right next to the train track. There was a place. There was a bowling place. I mean, you can you can go there and skate. You can't skate. You see it on TV when you can't skate. People when they come past and push you a little bit.
Yeah.
They take you, move on the side, let them go by. But they got in trouble. We got in a fight because I know all the people on the main line. So I was up there one time and I told my brother, all them guys. And we got in a fight, and then later on, everything was cool. But a week later, they had put warrants out for me and my brother. When we had to go to court, my uncle Ike had to put a deed to his house. That's how much I guess the bail was. I didn't ever know what the bail was, but so he put up the deed. Now he had to trust me because I worked for him to put up that deed. No way nobody gonna put up the deed to the house.
Yeah.
We take off, they get the house and everything else.
Yeah.
So we explained it to the judge. I said, this is up here in the neighborhood. Everybody around here has come to skate and rent.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's got a right to skate and have a good time. These guys come to fight. They come to kill the girls. They once more the girl, they push the people down, push my brother down.
Yeah.
He took it because he's outnumbered. Then he told me about it, and I got involved. Then later on, judge dismissed everything. But I told him like it is. I said, I'm in the center, I come up here to skate. I have to learn to skate. People come around and push you down. That's why I don't want to go up there. And
Was it rollerblading or ice skating?
just like rollerblading,
Okay.
roller skate.
Yeah.
And they come from all over. And they enjoy themselves. Guys and girls. But then Coatesville got together with Norristown.
Yeah.
And we got out. We got out because the judge believed the story. They came down here for trouble. And then he dismissed everything. course, he charged them both back then $500 out of money. Spending going to jail, he charged me and my brother $5 a piece. So we had to work that off. But that's a perfect example. Anybody want to leave? Then some people, my uncle too, the Bird family, that's the big family in Mount Pleasant. And they all have jobs, working on a business, you see. And most of the time they have money. But I'm black, I work with him on and off, so he liked me working with him. So he had no problem putting that deed out. I think you're going to find a problem here, somebody else put a deed in your house. And they find out you're fighting, but they don't understand. If you didn't want to fight, he's getting picked on.
It's getting self-defense.
Yeah, so he fed him, and then after that, I ain't never forget what he did, and certain other people will help you, but everybody's about money in Mount Pleasant. You do something, you small fee if you go beyond. But he was kind of nice, and that's what some people do. They have more money than others. You know, people are rich. That's why I think rich people. I don't. Because what they're gonna tell you, if you're sitting around rich people, what are you gonna bring to the table? What do you work at? They're gonna. Here's a guy sitting here, and I purposed him right through Mount Pleasant. Kevin was the one who took me there, and I got along because they were a different type. Right back Mount Pleasant, right in the bottom, you see all the condominiums through there. But you got to get through when you go down that Weidner Road. When you get to Mount Pleasant, that first light, you make a left right there, just before you enter in Mount Pleasant, you keep on down there around that circle. There are all condominiums down there. Usually have Martin's Dam right down there, a little swing club they have back there. They've been all condominiums. And I visit with Kevin because he met this guy. We was talking about it. Here's one of the guys was playing football for some school, and one guy was in sports. The other one plays music. He only bars down there in Vermont. And we got to get talking. Now I'm sitting there on the couch and eating all these old rich and sitting there. They were sitting up. They were coming and asked me who I was. Kevin probably told them who I was, and they're in the center. So I got along with them. You know, the rich houses you'll go into, they're no joke. They put up money, but they all were very nice, very friendly. They asked what you doing here. Because just me and Kevin on the back was all wait, and they were all dressed to kill, you know, and they were very nice. And I said, see, that's the difference, and that's the first time I experienced that. Because I get up and go. I ain't saying Richard would get, question me where I do when I go, I make that too good. Unless I can compete with them, somebody compete with them. But it was really good. And Kevin met him doing something. Kevin was like, he gets around. And that's what I had to do to get money. I had to go to different places. And if when they asked me where I worked at, and I told them I had a top-rate job on this main line, and I gave back to the community. When I have money, kids get stuck or something, they won't tell their parents. They come to me. Some I give to you and say, get yourself straight. Others I say, you owe me. See you Friday. See, I had two people because I know the kids. Some will take the money and run, you ain't gonna see them. Others mean sincere. They need it. They got broke. There's something they have to do for their house. Family, you see. And if I know you, I know which way I'm gonna go with this. And everybody said, that's what you get now. I was eating at church, he said, I was like, now you're broke. I said, I don't worry about that. But I did have enough help people get out the streets. And some you never can help, but do the best you can.
How do you feel about, the problems with diversity and racism? Do you feel like it's a big problem now in this in this society back compared to the 50s and 60s with the civil rights?
Big problem now. They don't give you respect. They'll cuss you out. They got a big problem now. Those neighborhoods that way now because they don't. Parents says, go and play and do what you want to do. Dad proud of you getting in a fight, right? And you beat the boy up. You like that around. So I think right now is that just like when God said to me, he don't even know me. I could be a crazy man. I wasn't crazy if I said it. You say it again. You see me?
Yeah.
But they used to doing it.
Yeah.
And that's what problem in Mount Pleasant. They come in there and they can't control it. Now they got to be 50-50 now. They're going to say, well, you're white and black. They cannot solve that because they be on this side, they get mad, so they can't solve it. So everything you go, there's meetings, that's why I'm going. I'm Kevin in meeting. I'm not going to waste the time because they're not going to solve that problem. They can actually be on scene when you do something.
Yeah.
Do that bottle, then they got you.
Yeah.
And the time that you do something, they come and who's going to witness.
Yeah.
So it's that I think they don't give you respect. Some parents just love it. They sit down and party and drink and the kids going crazy, you know. They don't know what the kid do, you know. And it's a shame. But,
Are you like referring to Mount Pleasant and the partying and everything, or
Huh?
are you referring to Mount Pleasant with like the partying?
Yeah, my what?
Referring to Mount Pleasant, like the is that what you're saying about
Yeah,
the parties?
right now that's what Mount Pleasant, most of all the other names are the same way. You got a landmark on the wing on Holland Avenue called the R2CA. That's a landmark too. That was just like us.
Yeah.
They had you get married at church, you have your reception right next door. You see what I'm saying? It's just separate, but you rent it and real cheap because you're. Remember, Kevin, I'm trying to work with him trying to get that place back because it's something that you can have different events there. Raise money for raise money for anything. Big events, you gotta fix it up. You gotta look presentable. You got tables and chairs, you know, falling apart. You got paint. You know, there's a lot of work, and everybody wants to go and rent it because of the cheapest thing on the main line. They have no idea how bad it looks.
Yeah.
I took a tour. I said, you know, you gotta get together with some of your friends. So when Kevin had his meeting, I'm going to that meeting and tell him how I came around to getting different people. And I probably get involved with Kevin to get somebody to really, you know, put some time and effort in there and fix that place up in less than a year's time.
That's awesome.
Put it back on put it back on the map. You know, that everybody can run out with sense.
Do you feel like that, you know, parents and everything should try and, I don't know how to phrase it, but, I mean, should try and kind of teach their kids, you know, more lessons about it. That way, like, it can kind of be less of a problem. You know, kind of give their kids, like, morals to, like, live by. That way they're not.
Well, back in the day, they did it. They
Yeah.
tell you gotta do what you say. You did. Dad say, I want you in the dinner at 6 o'clock. You come in at 6 o'clock. You ain't gonna come in at 5 after 6, get enough to eat.
Yeah.
But right now, the parents are getting old, and the kids are getting smarter,
Yeah.
wiser. And if they're getting big, you got a problem because they try you in a minute. And your nephews are like that back in the day. I say, I ain't old yet. I'm old now. So, but that's what they do. They don't respect parents. No more.
Yeah, I can even tell just like through friends and everything, like just like our generation's so different now.
Yep.
It's like kids don't care like they used to, you know. Kids will just say, whatever, like just
Yeah, they use that.
breeze right over their head and they don't
There's
even
that
know.
word. I just hate to use that when somebody that means nothing. And they
Which
would say,
one?
I ask them to do something. They say, whatever.
Exactly.
They use that a lot. Usually means they don't care one way or the other. But I think today, parents got their work cut out for them. It's good for them. The kids, you know,
Especially with all the technology, kids can do whatever they want, you
they
know.
can do what they want.
I see a lot.
Try and get them on all them Facebook and stuff. Kids, parents, them, I'm gonna hide this, I'm gonna hide it. They get friends there. It's all controlled now.
Yeah.
And then it's too late when they put it on there.
Yeah.
Embarrass your parents and everything else. Then it could be a good thing starting out, but now it's going. You know, they're learning too much, but not the right
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, and I feel like a big problem is that, you know, when kids do this kind of stuff, or when kids are on that, if they do something that's wrong, the parents, you know, they don't discipline them right.
No, they don't
See, but you can't even. They make laws today where you can't even properly, fairly discipline your kids. You know, you can't.
I know growing up, if I did something wrong, I mean, I didn't get like beaten, but to the point where like I couldn't move. But you know, if I did something wrong, I got a smack on the butt. Like
we get beaten too. I mean, now they out before they were out getting crazy. They beat you till you stop and feel that. But we had to tell us. He tells us to do our chores. We had chores back in Mount Pleasant. Most of them we worked on trucks. We had things to do. Since he putting in all this food in one, most of our families are big. He working, you sitting there and working, you got a job, you eating everything else. So you got to give some respect. Then they tell you don't do it, see, man, they beat you. You remember that, and then until you get older, did it help you? It helped a lot. You know, a lot of people, but it didn't help certain people because once they get big, they remember all them beating, then they turn on you or someone else.
yeah,
So this is what they gotta have something to occupy the kid's mind. I ain't talking about all that Facebook and stuff. They explain that to me. I don't want to hear that stuff.
So I think like programs like the ones you have with all the barbecues and the games and everything on the weekends is great to like get kids out doing something.
Yeah.
Get active, like it's great for the community.
That was the barbecue. Y'all come around, talk about it, and some of them gossip. I know they come to gossip, you know, but that's just how they have fun. They come in here, play a little music, eat a little food, and come home, and then it keeps you up the street. You won't be there, you'll be somewhere else getting messed up.
How do you feel about the music that there is these days? You know, with all the rap and stuff.
I don't like it. I was dancing back in the old days. I used to go to these record hops all over. All these DJs now. You know, they get these big halls.
Yeah.
Right, and they have a DJ and everybody come dressed up. Dance contests, so that's what dancing back there in the music was on. Now I was running the Burrow and Elks before that was shut down.
Well, what is that?
That's right around the corner, right on there. Now, what's that place? Medic or something? It's called right there. Right, well, if you go make it right there, right there. Used to be in the lodge there.
Yeah.
Across the street from that shopping center, right there. The stores, right on Langley. Just before you came to that light, they make it right. Right there, shop. It's Medic now. They built around the Elks and parking lot, and that's where it was. Elks was running good, but you can't be, acting, crazy fools. They have memberships. They have people at the door. You ain't coming in here dressing like that. See, the one that you in is stricter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, when the young bucks start coming up, old guys don't want to work the door because they don't hear the mouths of young bucks, and the next thing you know, they keep coming, one or two, and they act like they mean all right, but let me get the drink, I'm getting crazy, then you have your bigger problem. I would say I borrow you 3 times, you to get 30, 60 days, 90, then you're out of here. You ain't coming back for life.
Yeah.
So I had to put that down because the kid's still gonna drink. He understands, but he might try you again.
Yeah.
So I stuck in for a while. It's just that they have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go somewhere, you better have a whole lot of police in place. See the bodyguards, the people at the door getting beat up. I've seen them.
Yeah, the bouncers.
Huh?
The bouncers.
Yeah. Bouncer, there ain't much money in the world. I bounced down, it's called a place on the lanes, in Central Park. I went there because one of my buddies from Sears went there. That was a nice place. It was all white. It was 1 or 2 blacks coming there, but I was in there. I just went in there. First thing I get is some other rest. I thought, man, I need this stuff. But they defend me because I ain't taking no test. Who you think you talking to? Back there, I don't care how many guys, but he had some guys with him.
Yeah.
But he made a mistake. He argued with the bartender too.
Yeah.
Bartender saying, you picking on him, now you picking on me.
Get out of here.
Both of them. He helped me. Let's do it.
That's
Remember
cool.
The guy and the owner came, and the owner said, no. First one grabbed him, no. Take them guy and throw him out. They ain't let him back. And later on he says, come here, can I ask you something? I said, yeah. I said, not disrespect you, something like that, but I don't like stuff in here. But someone said, if you took on that guy, he one of them bad guys. Yeah, I'd take him on because he disrespect me. You gonna talk that stuff because he's outnumbered. He said, well, guess what? if you're in around working the door sometime, I come up, they come in a few times, see how the place is, and I start coming in. And you know I don't work the door because you be on door at night.
Yeah.
You know, the people are dancing. I come for the bands and the dancing, and I had a good time. So maybe like a bouncer, make with the door, take them off sometime, give me a break, and then I go and have a good time.
That's cool. Working and having fun. That's fun. That's cool.
So that's all. As a bouncer now, guess what? You bounce a guy out, believe me, you better, when you walk, pull your car down or you walk to it, because they will do something about it. It's in their mind. You throw them out. It's on the news. They get inside and kill them bouncing. That ain't no job. I don't care how much they get paid. You know, and it's a shame.
It's dangerous.
It's a dangerous job. I don't care how much money is dangerous. So, you like that money? You take what you can.
What type of music were you listening to back when you were in Mount Pleasant? Like hip hop?
Back Mount Pleasant, I had them all different music. Mostly back, we had a little James Brown, and I started doing that because I just like his music, right?
Yeah.
And that was like a show I tried to do. So when I go to these hops, you do a show. You win money or you win a trophy, or they give you something, or you just win a strip.
That's cool.
Come back, you know? But most of the music back was the oldies, when they did Temptation, all that.
I know Temptation.
No, even the young. They eased up a little bit because I was in the Elks one time, and the young bucks came in there. I think my brother must have so, because a man that comes to play the music, you can request something to put on the jukebox. They put it on there off the ride. I'm sitting up there one time.
What is this?
Yeah, they were cussing. You know that them songs that go with the MS and all that?
Yeah, I know.
I said,
what is this?
what is it? They do fast. What's that? I said, I'm hearing this for the first time. Now, someone told them to put it on there. Okay? Because you know I ain't going to tell you what to do. I'm going to call the man here and tell him to come back, right, and take it off.
They put on a new song.
Yeah. And then he had a young buck come in here and talk about it. He put it on there. Well, I don't have right. You don't have right to do nothing. You got a Class C member. I mean, I can vote you any time. You come up to all that cussing, I'm sitting with people, and they come up there and think that's how the place is. No.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I want to get no more of this music, you know, and it's, when I get there, someone tell me to hear a song like that, first time I come in there, they don't know what it is, I'll find it on the jukebox and play it and take it on.
Yeah.
That music makes them, I don't know, it can make them crazy, but how you going to sit there and all this cussing and hollering and doing this to women? They say it. That's what young bucks like that. They didn't do it up the
It's
center.
our generation.
Nope, yep. And now the generation, but they didn't do it when they came to the center because I had the jukebox. First of all, I got it from the YMCA. Just gave it to me. It was only nickel. That jukebox being antique. It's a nickel.
That's cool.
When I stepped down, I left everything.
Mm-hmm.
I said, take everything.
Might as well.
Yeah.
So they would play stuff like that. And no.
Yeah.
No. I give you money back where you ain't playing now. God come and check it. So then they can play something still close to, not all that and all that, but something they all got these dances. I ain't gonna be too harsh, you know what I mean? But that other, I did say because I like music, so I can see what when older people come in there, mother come in there, dad come in there, they hear that. They think that's the way, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Alright, well, is that about wrapping it up, or?
Yeah, I feel like we got a good amount of information from you. Not really too much more to ask, but I think that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, those are good because, like I said, man, like I told Mason Hall, she got all the guys always talking about they're gonna do something, they didn't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't have experience around the whole center.
Yeah.
You know, control.
It's
people.
tough, yeah.
So what I did, my cousin Kevin Stroman, his mother, was my secretary, made her secretary. See,
There you go.
that side of the family, they're straight A's. I don't guess you knew that.
Yeah.
They're straight A's. They're smart.
Yeah.
She's smart.
Uh-huh.
She helped me.
You gotta have a woman in there,
Yeah,
too,
a woman
yeah.
sit next to me, I've been telling me they be arguing and cousin, I will take you outside. What you want? No, you ain't woman. I said that. I see a note down past. You cannot say that to me. So I said, okay. So table till the next week, and then she go over me. You can't lose control, and that's how I stayed. But once you get the young bucks acting up, and you get the parents acting up. Parents that send the kids babysit. This ain't babysitting because they can't get to control the kid there. And I'll say, I'm gonna give you 3 strikes, and then you ain't come back no more. And they say, I can't do that. I was president then. I won violence. I was president, and then I kept it open.
Yeah.
And the only reason I closed it day because the parents was more or less there. I'm sending bad kids home. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I give them a chance.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that some of them guys work with me. I knew they were crazy. That's why I got them to work in there and learn to do other things. Get them involved in something. And then when they get out, you say, Kevin, but not many people last like Kevin. They still crazy in the streets now.
Yeah.
And then Mount Pleasant, like I said, it was landmark because everybody came to Mount Pleasant. They want dinner or so or something. They came for the barbecues. They came for more or less when I ran the center for years. They came for the entertainment. Where can you get bands at? Bands, you got to make that money up to pay for the band and everything, all the expenses, you see.
Yeah.
So have bands. They came with a band. Anybody else got a little DJ and play what they want. So that control it. And they have fashion shows there. The center was clean because one of the first things I do, I say, hey, you can't have these people come in that place looking like this. Kept it clean.
Yeah.
Bathrooms first time scrubbed down, everything nice. You want to write on the wall, I get your little board, write what you want. And I say, oh, who runs? Don't people put that Christmas on. You can write because you don't like this person, just write it. Pretty cool. And then erase the stuff.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I write on the wall.
Yeah.
You might got to keep painting.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah,
then I have to be for all the kids. I got you. Then I'm not going to give you 3 strikes. But see, we worked together. And I didn't have the support I wanted because I had to be there 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Because the center wasn't open. And they would come 6 days a week. And then I feel sorry that they had to knock it down, township. They knocked the building down. When I just stepped down, I let it go. And the kids stole everything. They took everything out, the jukebox, they let everything go. And then it was a brick building. They must have took a ton of it. It looked like they blew a hole in the side so they can get all the
stuff out
and everything out, the big buck stuff. And they asked me to come back. Maybe they tried it for less than a year to run it with other people. I came back, all they do arguing. I said, that's what's wrong with your center now.
Yeah.
You didn't have nobody to run it, and some of them kids are bad, and the parents defend their kid because they used to kids fighting, raising pain. I didn't take that. And so what I did, even the big guys, you did jitterbugs. You get boxing gloves. What you want to box? Oh, you ain't fighting nobody. For yeah, get the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
That's it. And laid on. So we kept it pretty much going, and I was ashamed. There was one person that left. He came in, and nobody really knew. He was a preacher.
Yeah.
They didn't know nothing about him. He moved in the neighborhood. He wanted my job, so that's why we had. I said, where you come by? You don't know nobody around here, so what do you think? He could eventually gonna get grants. He's gonna help with the center. And he knows this and knows this. So I had him, check this guy out. Where's he from? He's a preacher now. Remember I tell you, he's a preacher. And he came in. We was getting on pretty good. Because I'm running the dances, all the people got to dance. I know what's going on. But he wants to open maybe once or twice a week. A dance once a month. Oh no, you ain't gonna work. So he got the people to vote for him.
Yeah.
Then he wanted me as his assistant. I said, no way.
coming and taking your job. That's not cool.
Right. So you take the job you had. But then I said, and then he convinced the people in my place he's gonna get all these grants. Picked up building up. My uncle cut the grass for me for nothing.
Yeah.
All that grass he caught it for nothing. He get his big tractor out and send one of the nephews up there, go cut the grass real fast. You see what I'm saying? Because they got along.
Yeah.
Then he came along, and I was at the meeting, and all the parents and the bad kids, by the way, I know everybody in Mount Pleasant. So I said, well, I tell you what they do. I ain't stepping down. Then they kind of had to get their, they had the center have these lawyers.
Yeah.
That's why I say rich and lawyers. I said, who these people? I ain't never seen them before. They have a higher board. other than the board I was running.
Yeah.
Never seen none of them. Who are they? They said, well, that's the board that's in charge of everything goes on center. I said, I ain't never met none of them.
Yeah.
So they had a sneak attack on me, and they were hitting me with this where I'm doing things. The lawyer spoke up for me. He said, well, this man ain't all bad. Y'all crazy. He's doing all these benefits, and then he said, why don't you learn to work together? That's what the lawyer said.
Yeah.
After that, I still won't work for him.
Yeah.
And I gotta check him out. Before I had him checked out, he moved.
Really?
Center closed. I stepped down. And to go back? No. A week later, kids got the wrestle. I still ain't going back. Where are all these grants and stuff?
Yeah.
Nothing. That building sat. And I was so upset all the time and the effort and the stuff I put in there, right? Free of charge.
Yeah.
So I won't charge it them because I don't like to take, you're taking our money. That was mentioned to me in one of them. I said, no, can you see what I bought in there?
Yeah.
Everything I bought. Someone donated to me.
Yeah.
And if I put money up to fix one, that's my money because Sarah was paying me good. I rose to the top of the lake.
Yeah.
So therefore I can put out money. It's chump change to me, but I kept it open. Kids off the street. Now they didn't tell that part. They didn't tell you. He came to town, next thing you know, that's what you get. You thought this man was powerful and all that. He left, and that was happening in your center. And the township was watching it.
Yeah.
You know, it could have been still there as long as you have your meetings and fix them that big old hole. Okay, blew it in, went down in my, I don't know how they did that. Fix that, have the building still open maybe if they once a month or something, but no, they had nobody in that building. The township, okay, that's when they make the move. Township wanted the deed. They want to, you know, fix everything up. They wanted the deed, and I wouldn't give them the deed because then they'll own it. I mean, they'll tell me when to come on.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, and when I play a softball game, you can't have it this time. They don't know. When I have a game, everybody knows it, and they want to be